Okay, let me get my TikTok up. Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you? Y'all know I'm new to Big O, so this is only I think this is my third day going live on Big O. So I don't know how to work Big O yet, y'all. My dress is too big. Don't pay that any attention. All right, we're going to talk about 10 signs. This is probably going to be a super quick live, honestly. I'm just going to give you 10 signs that you have unhealed trauma. So I know some of you are at work. If you cannot take notes right now, the replays are always on my YouTube channel. I don't even know if we can say that on Big O. Let me know if we're not supposed to say that. What's up? Good morning, Big O. Okay. Let me pull up my notes. I have all of my platforms up and running. And I know some of you think time heals all wounds, right? That's what they told you. Time is going to heal all wounds. That's a lie. Time alone cannot just heal a wound. You have to be intentional about your healing. Okay, share this out also. I'm not sure if they can share on, I'm sure there's probably a way to share on Big O. I don't know. All right, so this live is not about shame, it's about freedom. And you need to remember that you cannot heal anything you're considering normal. Some of this stuff, it is not normal. Thank you for hitting the live on YouTube. Some of this stuff that you're calling normal, it is not normal. It is trauma. All right. Before I jump in with the 10 signs, because I'm going right in, let me introduce myself. Hold on, y'all. Do not disturb. Let me introduce myself. My name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach. What's up, Amina? You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Amina, can you hear me now? Mic test one, testing. Let me know if you can hear me now. Okay, thank you for letting me know. My name is Renisha. I am an inner healing coach. Okay, so I help high functioning, high capacity women that look like they have it all together. I help you heal from the internal wounds that nobody else can see. Y'all, my dress is too big. I have a really bad habit of buying my clothes too big. Y'all just ignore that, okay? So today we're talking about why I put do not disturb. Big O, please help me. I put do not disturb and I'm still getting y'all. Let's start over. Good morning, Breezy. Good morning, dark horse. She can't talk. Let's start over. Today we're talking about 10 signs. I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to give you 10 signs that you still have unhealed trauma. And then I'm going to give you some steps on how you can begin to heal immediately. Okay. So if you know that this is for you, or if you know someone who needs it, share the live, tap the screen, hit the like button, do whatever you got to do as it relates to the platform you're on. All right, sign number one. Now, this is not in any particular order. I'm just going to give you 10 signs, okay? Sign number one that you're dealing with unhealed trauma. You battle constant hypervigilance, okay? So, what this is when your nervous system is always on guard, even in safe environments, you are always on the edge. For some of you, you know you fit in that category. For others of you, you know people like this. They are always on edge, no matter what, okay? You're always scanning for danger. You're paranoid. You're waiting for something to go wrong. This is a sign that you are dealing with unhealed trauma, okay? Oftentimes, this is rooted in your childhood. You were in unsafe environments. You dealt with some form of neglect, abuse, or instability. Oftentimes, not all the time, but oftentimes, okay? And in your mind, It feels like discernment. Oh, I'm just discerning, but you're really in survival mode. This is not discernment. All right. It drains your energy and is keeping you from being at a place of peace. So if you are hyper alert and you're trying to say you're just discerning, no, you're in survival mode and you need to figure out what form of trauma you need to deal with, what form of unhealed trauma, sorry, y'all, that you need to deal with. Okay, if you're on YouTube, can you please hit the like button? Pretty please, just hit the like button. That's sign number one. Sign number two, that you're dealing with unhealed trauma. I told you I was going straight in it. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Sign number two, that you're dealing with unhealed trauma. You struggle with people pleasing. Okay, this is your natural reflex. You're always trying to meet everybody else's needs and you putting yours on the back burner. You're putting everybody else before you. All right. This is a sign. Thank you on Big O. I don't know if those are gifts, but thank you. I just say thank you. I don't know. I'm still trying to learn Big O. Okay. You're always saying yes, even when you want to say no. You battling in your mind, but you're saying yes. Okay. You apologize excessively. Oh, that used to be me so bad. I would apologize for any and everything that is linked to trauma. I would apologize when I literally had no reason to. Okay. And you like to avoid conflict at all costs. Conflict is not necessarily bad. Conflicts can be extremely healthy. Okay. But you like to avoid it at all costs. This is usually rooted in child will, where your the love that you received, the love, Bree said her too, the love, I know that's right, that you received, it felt conditional, but you were always dealing with rejection. And we've all dealt with rejection, okay? So this is where this comes from. When you deal with people pleasing, it can create burnout, resentment, and a fractured identity. You lose yourself because you're trying to be accepted by everybody. This is not okay. I know I'm not for everybody. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. There are people who sit and watch me and can't stand my guts. You have mental illness, not me. That's your problem. You understand? So you can't expect everybody to like you. Even the people that smile in your face and then you find out stuff later because the Lord reveals it and you're like, how could I not see that, baby? Listen. Okay. Well, yeah, so people pleasing is basically trauma wearing makeup. That's all that is. Oh, thank you, beauty. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so a quick reset. If you're just coming in, my name is Renisha. I am an inner healing coach. I help high performing women deal with inner wounds that people cannot see. All right, today we're talking about 10 signs. I'm giving you 10 signs that you are still dealing with unhealed trauma. And then I'm going to tell you how you can start healing. If you know that this is resonating with you, drop your favorite emoji in the chat, share it out with somebody, do whatever you got to do. Sign number 3, perfectionism. How many of y'all battle with that? Perfectionism. Okay, so this is the constant drive you have to appear flawless. You want people to think that you don't get anything wrong, you're just perfect. Okay, even if it costs you your peace, this is the image that you want to put out. Okay, how this shows up, you end up overworking, you're obsessing over the smallest details, it's really not that deep. And then when you start making mistakes, you start spiraling. Mhm. Period, poo. Okay, once again, this is often rooted in conditional love, constant criticism. Bless you too, Tina. If you've been constantly criticized, you may deal with perfectionism or environments where you feel like you had to earn your love and it wasn't just given. And I know y'all get tired of hearing me talk about rejection, but a lot of this stuff is rooted in rejection. I know y'all like, Renisha, girl, it just is. Okay. So perfectionism also creates burnout and creates anxiety. You're giving yourself anxiety. This is your fault, okay? And then you end up in a cycle where you never feel like you're enough, no matter how much you achieve, no matter how much money you're making, no matter how many degrees you're getting, you feel like it is never enough. Perfectionism. Sign number 4 that you're dealing with unhealed trauma. You are emotionally numb. No, I'm not hot. You're emotionally numb. This is something else I used to deal with, okay? When you're emotionally numb, you're using distractions or habits to escape uncomfortable feelings instead of processing them. You have got to start processing. This stuff is not going to go away just because you're ignoring it. It's not going to go away just because you're avoiding it. You have to start processing. Lord, I'll just hold this mic. This is the mic. It's not going to go away just because you're ignoring it. All right. So when you're emotionally numb, you may struggle with drinking or doing some other type of substance. You may struggle with scrolling endlessly on the internet, on social media. You're just scrolling for hours, watching all these people get money, and you're not getting none because you're just scrolling. You binge watch different things. You may eat excessively. You just overeat. You overeat. You shop compulsively. That smashing I talked about the other day, participating in adult activities, but it's just because you're trying to numb the pain, okay? Or you may be a workaholic. Anything that you can participate in to dull that feeling, you participate in it. All right? So trauma teaches your nervous system that feelings lead to overwhelm or danger. So your brain learns to avoid feeling at all costs. You're teaching your brain that. Okay? This is just temporary relief. These different activities. Tina said, "This is real good. I have to watch this from the beginning." Yeah, girl. You didn't miss too much. I told them it wasn't going to be long. I'm just giving you all 10 signs that you are dealing with unhealed trauma. So you didn't miss much. All right, where am I? Y'all know I be Lord these comments. Pull me off. Okay. So when you participate in these activities, right, and you're emotionally numb, this temporary relief, it becomes a trap. So your emotions end up getting buried under all this mess and you're not healing for real. Okay? So over time you feel disconnected, you feel exhausted, and you feel empty. This is what you feel like because you were just pacifying the pain, basically. Okay? A quick example, you finished an expensive vacation. You took all of the pictures, all of the videos, you posted it all over Instagram. Instagram is an illusion. Some people really live their life, but some of those, they child, okay. You posted it all over Instagram, honey. And then you step off the plane feeling that same hole, that same empty feeling that you felt before you went on vacation. As soon as you got off the plane, that lets you know that you are numbing it. You are not healing. There is nothing wrong with vacations. More people need to go on vacation, okay? But if you're going on vacation trying to escape trauma, that's not going to work. You need to face the trauma, do what you need to do to heal from that, and then go on vacation. All right? So coping just quiets the pain, healing transforms it. If you're just coming in, my name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach. Today we're talking about 10 signs that you're dealing with unhealed trauma. Also, I meant to say it at the beginning. I'm having a challenge that starts Monday. Okay? The Clarity Reset Challenge. It just happens to be kicking off during Rosh Hashanah. That's the Jewish New Year. So the church is about to cross over. Okay? Y'all can stay behind if y'all want. We're about to cross over in a new year. We're not waiting until 2026. So if you want to join that challenge, click the first link in my bio. TikTok, you can send me a DM me the word challenge. This is TikTok. Big O, you can DM me the word challenge. If you already have, because the Clarity Reset, that's my 7-day program, it is required for you to take this challenge. If you already have it, even if you have the Burden Bearers Release or the Burden Release Method, those versions, the challenge is completely free for you. All you have to do is respond to the email I sent, check your inbox, check your spam folders, send me proof of purchase and say, girl, I want to join the challenge, and I'll send you the link. For everybody else that still needs the program, it is super. I don't want to use the word cheap because I don't think anything I do is cheap, but it is extremely affordable. Click the link. It's the first link in my bio, or just DM me. I'll send it to you so you can sign up. It starts Monday. And I promise you, if you do it, your life is going to shift in 7 days. All right. So, number 5, sign number 5 that you're dealing with unhealed trauma. I need to take a breath. I feel like I said so much just now, y'all. Okay. Sign number 5, explosive reactions. You are the crash outs. I was about to say the crash out dummy. You are the crash out. You're always having explosive reactions. Remember how I keep talking about the fact that you're draining. Some of you are draining everybody around you, but they don't want to tell you, so they're just talking to you behind your back because they know as soon as they try to address it, you're going to crash out. You're going to spaz out. Okay, you have an explosive reaction, so you react with anger, rage, or frustration that feels way bigger than the situation at hand. So you may snap. I'm talking about straight snap on a coworker for a small comment. Not everybody in the office talking about you. Okay? You're yelling at your kids over a minor mistake, or you're ending relationships abruptly. Some of you, I'm thinking about a family member right now. The smallest little thing, you spazzing out. And then if you're wrong, you don't even want to come back and apologize. Okay? You're the crash out dummy. This is a sign that you still have some unhealed trauma. Okay? Anger, I need to stop saying okay so much. Anger is often a mask. Okay? It's a mask for deeper emotions like fear, shame, guilt. What, Renisha? Fear is a big one. Some people the reason why they act out like that is because they're really afraid. Some of them are embarrassed, but fear is a big one. Okay? Or it could be grief. Your trauma has wired you to protect yourself by lashing out before anybody can hurt you again. You just lash out. You need to heal. Okay? Now, this causes you to damage trust in relationships while the real wound underneath it stays unaddressed. Some of you, you're not angry at the moment, you're angry at the memory. Heal that. All right, sign number 6. I may skip some of the stuff I have here. Sign number 6, that you have unhealed trauma. Isolation. No, isolation in and of itself is not a bad thing. However, if you are always wanting to be isolated, that's a problem. If you're always cutting everybody off because you need to feel safe, and that's the only way you can feel safe is by cutting everybody off, that is a problem. Okay? You believe that distance is somehow going to heal the pain, and it doesn't. This is only a form of short term relief. Long term, you're going to be lonely. You're going to deal with loneliness. And then at the end of the day, you're still going to need to be healed. So it's okay to have healthy boundaries. Y'all know I talk about that all the time. You need boundaries. There's nothing wrong with boundaries. Create the boundary. But that doesn't mean complete isolation. Okay? Remember, boundaries heal, isolation hardens. Boundaries heal, isolation hardens. Boundaries heal, isolation hardens. So if you're trying to heal for real, you need safe connections. You cannot heal all alone by yourself. If that was the case, you would be healed by now. You wouldn't be as jacked up as you are. Let's be real. Okay, sign number 7 that you're dealing with unhealed trauma. That was number 6, right? Yeah. Number 7, you have difficulty trusting. You don't trust nobody. Even people who are safe, people that have proven themselves to be consistent. You do not trust them at all. Something else I used to deal with, okay? So, this is often rooted in betrayal, abandonment, or growing up in an environment where promises were broken. For me, those of you that know me, well, know of me and you see my content, you know I did the whole surviving toxic mothers thing. It's now called the recovery wound suite. The mother wound recovery suite for anyone who needs it. But because I was always verbally abused by my mother, in my mind, well, if I can't trust my mama, the one that brought me in this world, why would I trust you? Why would I trust you? Why make it make sense? Okay, but again, that is trauma. How this shows up, you're always second guessing somebody's motives. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Number 3, this was me. You're always pushing people away before they can hurt you. When I tell you I was the queen of pushing people away, you get too close, nah. Whether I just stop talking to you, like, wait, I wouldn't do anything like rude, but whether I just stop talking to you, whatever, I would push them away because I'm like, nah, if I let them get too close or they're getting too close, they're going to end up hurting me. But again, it was because of my mother. All right. So trauma tells you that trusting people is dangerous. This is what trauma tells you. Thank you for whoever's tapping the screen on TikTok. I appreciate you all. Big O, thank you for tapping the screen. I think y'all tapping. I don't even know if y'all tapping. And thank you for the hearts on YouTube. Somebody said, so happy I made it. I just watched your short. Well, welcome in. I'm happy you made it too. We're almost done though, but the replay will be available. Okay. So, for those that are just joining, my name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach. Today, I'm giving you 10 signs that you are battling with unhealed trauma. So, now we're on sign number 8. After I give you these other 2 signs, I'm going to tell you how you can start healing. Okay? Sign number 8 is identity confusion. Identity confusion. Okay, so unhealed trauma is going to cloud your sense of self. Okay, you're not going to know who you are apart from what happened to you. Somebody said I'm a young mother myself and still healing from my own trauma. I don't want that. Baby, listen, I don't know what your trauma was. I know you just jumped in. I did a whole class. When was it? March and April, I think, on surviving toxic mothers. It's still available for those who need it, but I don't know if that was your trauma. But listen, I'm just grateful that you want to break the generational curse, whatever your trauma is. Because these people out here thinking there's nothing wrong and I'm okay, I don't need to heal. All you're doing is passing it on from generation to generation. The family member that is telling you to be quiet, the family member that's telling you, well, you know, that's still your family. That's your mama now. That's your daddy. That's your this. Who cares? Who cares? That is a way for them to silence you, and then the trauma just keeps passing on from generation to generation. Baby, I blocked some family members. Has it been I don't think it's been 2 months because they found out about one video and now they going off on me, calling my phone, threatening me. Oh, you must not know. Maybe I went on social media blocking family members. I went on um in my phone blocking family members. If I still see some more popping up, I'm going to block them too on social media. That's a way for them to just keep it passed on from generation to generation. I told one of my aunts, I said, I will break the generational curse. Talking about take this down. No, 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 no. I know that's right intentionally. No, I'm going to break the curse. Now, me speaking out about my trauma and helping others heal, if that bothers you, that's a you problem. I told y'all I even had men reaching out to me, men in my inbox, and not trying to holler at me. Men literally sharing their stories, saying, Thank you for doing this. Thank you for talking about this. And then, please, okay. Number 8, let me go back. That was a quick little break. Identity confusion. Okay, how this shows up. You're defining yourself only by your roles. The strong one, the caretaker, the scapegoat. Okay, outside of what you do, you don't even know who you are. You're holding on to labels like victim. You love calling yourself a victim. You love calling yourself the black sheep or broken. Stop saying that. You are cursing yourself. For those that don't know, I'm also a deliverance minister. Yes, I cast out demons, okay? Black sheep is actually a demon. I used to call myself the black sheep until I was doing something. I think it falls under rejection, and I realized that is a spirit. Stop calling yourself a victim. Stop calling yourself a black sheep. Stop calling yourself broken. Even if you're healing, say, I'm healing. I'm healing. I don't care how bad it is. I don't care if you got to look in the mirror while tears are falling down your face. I'm healing. Okay? So stop cursing yourself. All right. Also, this shows up because you're struggling to dream beyond survival. It's hard for you to see past being in survival mode. Okay. This trauma has attached your worth to your wounds. So you begin to confuse pain with your actual identity. And I don't know why, I don't know who this is for. Like I really feel like bursting into tears right now. I am someone who I pick up on other people, so I don't know who on here that's watching live is feeling that, but you are not your pain. Your pain will not be your identity. You are not what happened to you. Tina said, I realize I'm the chosen one. No more black sheep, period. You're chosen. You're royalty. And it just is what it is. Okay? Some of you, all you know is pain. All you know is struggle because of the life you lived. But you have to come out of covenant with that. You got to come out of agreement with that. Okay? Your story is not going to end there. Where are we at? Okay. So trauma, it comes in and it robs you of your identity. But when you intentionally work on healing that trauma, then your identity is going to be restored. All right. Ooh, okay. So YouTube, someone on YouTube says, I do, hold on, baby. I do tarot cards for a living. I picked it up from my mom. God revealed to me it's demonic, but it's the only thing that's been paying my bills, and I have no support, baby. First of all, thank you for keeping it real. I've done videos talking about how tarot cards are demonic. I don't know if I ever did. I don't know if I've ever did separate videos regarding that. Like a separate video about tarot cards, but I have talked about that in videos before. So this is what we're gonna do. Their name is intentionally created. First of all, thank you for actually staying on because I know the devil didn't want you to get on my live. Y'all gotta excuse me for a minute while I talk to them. I know he didn't want you to get on my live, but what we're gonna do is pray and believe God with you. You already know that it's demonic, right? You're responsible for what you know. I understand that you're saying this is your only source of income, but this is what I need you to do. I need you to throw the tarot cards away and whatever else that you have, I need you to repent and I need you to ask God to help you. Let him know, God, I see that this is demonic. You told me it's demonic. This person told me it's demonic. This is my only source of income. I have a child. What else am I supposed to do? And ask him to make a way, and he's going to do it. Like there's nobody that can convince me. You're brave enough to come on here and say this, and then God is just going to be like, yeah, throw that away and I'm going to leave you hanging. Nah. He's going to make a way. So I don't know if you're looking for a work from home job. I don't know if you're looking to go in an office or whatever, but we're just going to believe that he's going to send you provision. Okay? And I want you to, I get it. You can message me. I'm trying to think. You're on YouTube. You would have to email me. So look in my can y'all give me a minute? I'm sorry, y'all, but the Lord is trying to free somebody. I see that other comment too. I'm gonna scroll back up. Yeah, there's no way. Look in my what's up, Rashonda? Look in my description and just use the email address there, and I'll be looking for your email. Look, we're going to be those of us, and I know everybody that watches me does not have the same belief. Some of you are just on here because I have good content, and you like, girl, you can keep that God you talking about, but I'll take the healing part. Okay. But those of us that do believe, it's in the description of this video. Those of us that do believe, we're going to be praying and asking God to make a way for you financially. Because, see, some people can't be this real. There are some people on a pole right now. They don't want to be on the pole. They might be doing the corn word, put a P in front of it. They don't want to be doing that, but they're like, if I stop, I'm not going to have any money. I think it's interesting. One of my old pastors would take a group to the corn convention. I'm saying corn, put a P in front of it. The corn convention every year to witness to people. And you know what she found out? A lot of them were pastors and preachers' kids, the corn stars. Put a P in front of it. Now I'm gonna let y'all sit with that. Okay? But it'll be in my email address is in my, or you can just, I mean, if you follow me on TikTok, it'll be easier. You can just DM me there. But we're gonna be praying and believing God with you, because there is no way you can put that stuff down and He's just gonna leave you hanging. You probably need deliverance too. So somebody else said, thank you, Rashonda, for the gifts. I'm sorry. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you, TikTok, for tapping the screen. Thank you for tapping on Big O. Somebody else said, my brother died this Easter. My girlfriend, who I knew for 14 years, left me over text 3 weeks ago. I'm not religious, but envy you all who find comfort in religion. There's no comfort for me anymore. I feel lost and defeated. So, okay, their name is blah blah. I don't want y'all to think I'm disrespecting them. Their name on here is blah blah. Baby, let me tell you something. Lila took the words out of my mouth. I was about to say, I find no comfort in religion. I find comfort in God. So we're going to be praying for you that you have an encounter with the true and living God. Baby, religion will muck you up. I'm going to try to get on Big O tonight and do a panel where I let people come up and talk about their stories, their church hurt stories. I'm going to try to do that tonight. But your comfort has to be, I don't even know if they're still on here. Your comfort has to be in God, not religion, baby. Okay? But we will be praying that you have an encounter with the true and living God. Tina said, I'm almost 60 and I'm still dealing with these issues. Girl, what issues, Tina? So healing is a process. I don't even know what I was saying to make you respond to that, Tina, to say that. But I tell you all, healing is a process. So you have to give yourself grace, okay? You have to give yourself grace. You have got to give yourself grace. And for, dang it, the person on here, what is her name? Intentionally created. Are you still here? Let me know before I say this. Let me know. All right, y'all. We had to take a little station break. For those of you that just joined in, my name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach, and today I'm giving you 10 signs that you are still facing unhealed trauma. I think we were at the end of sign number 8 when someone on my YouTube channel said that they do tarot cards for a living, but basically they want to stop because they know it's demonic, but that's their only source of income. So I was just talking to them. I don't think they're on anymore. Y'all let me know if they come back on. All right, so let me give you sign number 9. Sign number 9 that you are still dealing with unhealed trauma. And God gets all of the glory. Sign number 9, you're attracting toxic relationships. And some of you know that that is you over and over and over again. You stay in a toxic relationship. You stay picking an emotionally unavailable man or woman. You know that's you. Just toxic. Why are you with these people? Y'all know y'all not supposed to be together. What are you doing? Some of you, you know that is you. Okay? So the unhealed trauma pulls you toward what feels familiar. Okay? This is not healthy. You end up dating whoever traumatized you basically. Whether it was your mama, your daddy, your grandma, people at church, whatever. You end up dating this person in different bodies over and over and over and over again. You are so dumb. Sorry. You're the opposite of being smart. You're the opposite of smart. Y'all be so, okay. I'm gonna just let you stay there. I don't know if I have moderators on YouTube. If so, can you moderate? If not, just let them stay there. Just be the opposite of smart that they are. All right. So, how this shows up, right? You're choosing controlling partners, you're choosing manipulative friends, you're choosing toxic bosses, okay? Over and over and over and over and over again. You're mistaking intensity for intimacy. That's not the same thing. Some people be in relationships and they just love to argue. Just love to argue. It actually turns them on. That's a sign too. You're dealing with some unhealed trauma. Okay. So you're turning to cycles of abuse because chaos feels like home. Y'all know I used to work at DSS. Some of y'all know that. I used to work in child protective services. The amount of women that I've talked to that were being abused, I'm talking about DV, saying, well, I saw my mama be beat, so I thought this was love. I thought that meant he loved me. This is wild, okay? So if chaos feels comfortable for you, you need healing. And I see the comment on YouTube, but let me tell you something. There are some married people that can't tell me nothing. Y'all better learn how to check the fruit. There are married people who put on a facade like they're happy all over social media, and when they're out, baby, they going home sleeping in different beds. Y'all don't even know they got an open marriage, or one of the spouses always cheating. And in my opinion, women cheat more than men. Men just get caught more. Let me go before y'all go off on me. All right, sign number 10. This is the last sign. Sign number 10 that you're dealing with unhealed trauma. Don't fight me. Thank you for the gifts on TikTok. Thank you for tapping the screen. Can y'all tap my face real quick over on TikTok? Let me get over at least 1,000 likes. Can you tap my face on Big O? Can you hit the like button on YouTube? Sign number 10, you have a fear of arrest or joy. So trauma convinces you that if you slow down or if you start celebrating your wins, this is unsafe. And when you say that out loud, it sounds crazy, doesn't it? Like, what do you mean? But this is what trauma has convinced you of. How this shows up, you feel, I used to deal with this. I'm telling y'all, you feel guilty when you're not doing something. You feel like a lazy bum if you're not constantly doing something. Constantly, okay? That's trauma. You're sabotaging peaceful seasons by looking for some type of problem that you can solve. Baby, that's trauma. You're struggling to celebrate your wins or to even feel joy for waiting for the next shoe to drop. You feel bad for gifting yourself. Okay, I think I told y'all I have a friend I got this from. So my birthday is March 19th. One of my friends, I learned this from her. The 19th of every month, I have an alarm that goes off on my phone that says celebrate yourself. Some of you, you would feel guilty for doing that, and it can be something small. I just do something the 19th of every month to celebrate me. I started to wear my crown today just because, just because I woke up. Okay, I started to put my crown on. So some people struggling with that. That's a sign, okay? Unhealed trauma convinces you that peace is dangerous, which really goes back to number one. Catch the replay on YT if you don't know what I'm talking about. Thank you for tapping the screen on TikTok. All right, let me do a quick reset before we talk about how you can start healing today, immediately. All right, if you're just jumping on, my name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach. I help women who are high performers. Okay, if the tarot card person is still here, please say something in the comments so I'll know you're still here. Yeah, Tina, you just got to figure out what you have to do. Yeah, baby. I call everybody baby. I know you're older than me, but I think I'm everybody's grandma. So I call everybody baby, sugar, sweetie, honey. And I'm from the South, just to let y'all know. Okay. In my mind, I'm somebody's grandma. All right. So we just talked about the 10 signs that you have unhealed trauma. If you missed it, go back and watch the replay on my YT channel. All right. Now I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. There are things that you can start doing immediately so you can start healing. Okay. Step number one, awareness. You have to name the wound. You have to name it. So healing can only begin when you stop minimizing and you start calling it what it is. Whether it was trauma, betrayal, rejection, abandonment. Y'all know a lot of this stuff is rooted in rejection. And I know y'all are tired of hearing me talk about it, but it's true. Okay? So you have to name whatever it is. You cannot heal what you keep hiding. Thank you for 1,000 likes on TikTok. You cannot heal what you don't acknowledge. This is something you can do immediately. You don't have to put it in the chat. Honestly, it's none of our business. Okay? Don't think you have to put it in the chat. Just say it out loud. Yes, I'm dealing with X, Y, and Z. Okay? You have got to name it. That's the first step towards your healing. Come out of denial. Sarah said, oh, babe, she said, I have pretty much every single trauma possible. What the can I do? So, okay, let me give you these 4 steps. This is gonna help you. And then I can tell you like resources I have available or like an entry point if you just want to know if you want to work with me. Like I have a something that is a 7-day program. If you want something immediately, it just depends on what you need, baby. Everybody is different. Do you want to go into more detail, Sarah, in the chat? But at least you took the first step. You acknowledged it, right? So you acknowledge that you're dealing with trauma. You acknowledge that you want help. So that's major right there. Go into more detail. What's up, prophetess? Riz, how are you? All right. So step number one, awareness. You got to name that thing. And Sarah, if you follow me on TikTok, you can DM me too if you rather talk one-on-one, but I'll tell you what programs I have available. Okay. Step number two, you have to do some type of healing work. And Sarah, this is going to help you too with everybody that's listening. You're going to have to do some type of inner healing work. You all know I released a video telling people how inner healing, okay, I know it's been forever, right? Telling people how inner healing is not, this isn't some new age thing, okay? The Bible says that God heals the brokenhearted. Oh, my Big O, why didn't y'all tell me that I turned my mic off at some point? My bad, Big O. The Bible talks about how God heals the brokenhearted. So when you're talking about inner healing work, these are the hidden wounds that nobody can see. Okay, you're going to have to do some type of inner healing work. Now, I have a 7-day program called the Clarity Reset. We're starting a challenge on this Monday. For those of you that want to know the quickest way to get in one of my programs, you would get that. It is super affordable. Don't want to call it cheap. Okay, Red, but it's super affordable. That's somewhere that you can start. It's a 7-day program, so it's a guided process to release what's been draining you. It's going to help you reset your mind and realign with peace. I'm going to walk you through it because some of you have already purchased it and you never completed the program because you're a procrastinator. You're married to procrastination. But we're going to break that. Okay. So if you want to sign up for the challenge, make sure you click the link in my bio. If you already have the product, you're just going to reply to the email I sent and I'm going to let you in for free because you already have the product. Okay. That's the perfect entry point for some of you. For others, and once again, you have to do the inner healing work, whether you're working with me or somebody else. Okay? Step 3, you need coaching, mentorship, or a therapy. Some of you may need all of the things. I am really, really big on therapy. I believe in the couch and the altar. That just means I believe in licensed therapists. And for those that are not churched or, you believe in whatever else, I'm a deliverance minister, right? So I also cast out demons. Somebody asked me one time if I'm a priest. I said, no, I'm not a priest. I'm not a priest, okay? But if you watch horror movies, let me tell you something. Hollywood has tapped into the spirit realm because there are things that they have on horror movies. What's up, Quanda? There are things that they show on horror movies that I've literally seen in real life when doing deliverance ministry. So if you need a therapist, if you know you need a therapist, go find a therapist. If you just need a coach, like I'm an inner healing coach, you may need a financial coach. It depends on what you need. It depends on what the need is. You may need a business coach, building a business with God. She's a marketing coach. Okay. So it just depends on what you need. Some of you need mentorship. You need accountability. You need community. I have some people in the church that are getting mad at me every time I say it, but it is what it is. There are some people who are never going to step back into church. They're not. So now I don't try to convince people to go back to church. I try to convince them to not leave God. Okay, so if you are a person, you may have been hurt by the church, traumatized by the church, but you still need mentorship and community. You need accountability. I have a mentorship you can join. It is $37 a month. Super reasonable. Y'all spend more than that a day eating out. Okay, stop it. But you need some form of community. You need accountability. You need friends, friends who are integral, friends who give good advice, not friends who are crash out dummies along with you. Now, we all got friends that are about that life, but when you need good advice, you need friends that you can trust, okay? Also, for those of you that want more one on one support, I do have programs for that. The Breakthrough Pathway, this is where it's a 4-session bundle, right? You get to work with me one on one regarding whatever your need is, whatever you're trying to change, whatever you're trying to process. You work with me, well, you have to apply for it. But you work with me one on one, you get 4 sessions. I give you 30 to 45 days to complete it. I used to give you longer, but we're not going to procrastinate. You get 30 to 45 days. You can meet with me on video 4 times within 45 days. No excuses. So if you choose to do that, we're going to address the root wounds. We're going to create sustainable change, okay, in your life. But you just have to realize that healing accelerates when you stop trying to figure it out alone. So whether you need a therapist, a coach, a mentor, or all three, you need to figure it out, figure it out, figure it out. But for those that want to know the quickest way to work with me, or you just want to test it out, join the 7-day reset. We're going to meet Sunday night to kick it off, but the actual challenge doesn't start until Monday. And then number 4, I pretty much already covered it. You need safe community. Stop trying to heal alone. You cannot heal in isolation. That's going to keep you bound. That's why you're still jacked up now. Okay, right now, I don't know why I'm seeing someone who is a gamer, even being a gamer, playing video games and like talking to people, opening up, being vulnerable to the person you're playing. That's what I'm seeing. That's fine, but I still need you to pick one of the three. Okay, I don't know why that just popped in front of me. So find you a safe space, groups, coaches, trusted mentors, whatever it is you need. Like I said earlier, tonight I plan on getting on Bickle and creating a safe space for those that need to share their stories about church hurt. This is not me bashing the church. I'm called to the church, but we got to stop ignoring the fact that church has traumatized a lot of people, or the people in the church. Okay. Y'all know what I mean. Has traumatized a lot of people. All right. So remember, healing isn't instant, it is intentional. You have to give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Don't beat yourself up. When you start going through these healing steps and then you fall back down and something happens, what are you going to do? You're going to celebrate the fact that you're not where you were. Not going to beat yourself up. All right. Now, I have some affirmations for you. Let me say this once again. I don't know if the person that does tarot cards, if you're still on YouTube, let me know. If not, hopefully they'll either inbox me or um, email me so I can help them out. Sarah, I hope I said something. Sarah, you got the same name as my mama. I didn't even realize it. Bless your heart. Oh, yeah, that exorcism stuff is real. All right, but y'all know I have affirmations for you because life and death lies in the power of your tongue. So repeat after me. Make sure you're following me too. What is today? Today's Thursday. Make sure you're following me so you all don't miss out. I think I'm going to try to edit a video and drop it today too. All right, repeat after me. Where's my other microphone? I am safe to heal. I release survival mode. My worth is not my wounds. I choose clarity over confusion. I trust God with my process. I deserve peace without guilt. Okay, so affirmations are another thing that will help you. Extremely powerful. I teach people to do biblical based affirmations, but if you are someone who is following me that don't want to hear anything about my God, some of you are mad at God because of the false representatives that you came in contact with. He is not intimidated by that. All right. So I try to give out affirmations now at the end of every live I do. And it looks like me getting on earlier may be better. I was supposed to try like 6 or 7 a.m. this morning to go live while y'all were getting dressed and stuff, but I just couldn't. Tina says she needs all three of them. Well, if you need an inner healing coach, sorry, y'all, my clothes too big. If you need an inner healing coach, I got you. You can click the link. Let me drop the links for y'all. Well, for YT. Big O and Big O and TikTok, you have to DM me. Let me drop it in YouTube real quick. My healing suite where you can just. So the first link I'm going to drop is going to be for the challenge that we're starting Monday. This is a great entry point for people who want to see a change in their life, in their mindset, in their peace within 7 days. I'm going to walk you through it. Now I can't hold your hand, but I can hold you accountable. If you choose to not do your part, that ain't got nothing to do with me, but I'm going to drop the link. As far as a therapist, Tina, my therapist is, well, I don't have one I can recommend. I don't know what state you're in, but um, I recommend that you do your homework when it comes to therapists. Make sure that your beliefs align. I'm just a person. I'm not going to let you be my therapist if we don't have the same spiritual beliefs, because I'm not trying to become entangled with the yoke of bondage. I'm trying to get free. Some people don't care. I just say do your homework, read reviews, all of the things. So I just dropped one link in YouTube, and let me get my main link. So that's the link for the challenge. For those that want to do the challenge, this is the link for my main healing suite. Okay. For the person, look at Quanda on Big O. Hey Quanda. For the person that says they're doing the tarot card reading, they know it's demonic because God revealed it to them, but they want to stop. However, they have a child and that's their only source of income. I mentioned that you need deliverance also. Now I do charge for deliverance sessions now. However, for you, if you want to go through deliverance after you get rid of that stuff, you can message me and I'll do your consultation and your session for free. So in 2023, I did deliverance for free for a whole year. All I did, I would just ask people to sow, just be integral and sow. But there were so many people who had it and didn't sow, and I believe the Lord has released me at this point to no longer do free sessions. However, for that person, um, I'll do your consultation and your session for free. Quanda, please don't say nothing. Okay? If you want it, just let me know. And I can send you the link for your consultation. But you have to be ready to give up this. Like if you still like I can't give up these tarot cards yet, then we're gonna have to wait on that. Okay. But if you're ready to give it up, I'll do your session for free. Anybody else that needs the deliverance, book your consultation, but you're gonna have to pay me. Okay? You can go read my reviews also. So today I'm getting off of here. Today we talked about 10 signs that you're still dealing with unhealed trauma. Oh, what is the challenge? So the challenge is the Clarity Reset Challenge. It starts on September 22nd, which is this coming Monday. It begins Rosh Hashanah. It was not planned at all, but we're about to step into a new year, and I think this is the perfect time to do a reset. So for those of you, if you know you have been weighed down, carrying all type of stuff that God never called you to carry, this is a perfect time for you to reset. I'm trying to hold on, y'all. It's the perfect time for you to reset. So we're not meeting every day. You're going to get an email from me every day. We're going to meet on video 3 days. Because again, I cannot make you do this. I'm going to walk you through it, okay? So we're going to meet Sunday night. We're going on video. We're going to meet Thursday night, which would be midweek for us. And then the following Sunday, we're going to meet, and there's something specific we're going to do where we're going to practice celebrating ourselves. So I'll give you the details of that for those that join. It'll be on a private platform. You will be able to send me messages. Oh, you're in Philly. Okay, I don't know any therapists in Philly. It's going to be on a private platform. You will be able to send me direct messages. Okay. I'm only taking 20 women, and that includes the ones that already have this product that want to participate. So you need to jump on it now. Okay. So you're going to get guided activities every day. You're going to be intentional about this. Okay. You're going to get encouragement, accountability, all of the things. But I can't do the challenge for you. All right. So the people that should sign up for this challenge, those of you that are tired of carrying burdens that were never yours, if you are dealing with mental, emotional, or spiritual clutter, your mind is chaotic. You can't even think clear. You need to sign up for this challenge. If you've been watching my content and you need accountability to actually do the reset because you know that you'll start something and stop, or you'll just keep procrastinating and putting it off, you need to sign up for the challenge. If you are someone who is ready to invest in your healing, I think this may be is this maybe the lowest product I have, I think. If you are someone who is ready to invest in your healing, y'all invest in everything else. Join the challenge, okay? It's going to be amazing. And I have gotten phenomenal reviews off of this product already, and that was before the upgrade. So I already know. I'm not even worried. I'm just trying to help y'all out. All right. Again, if you need that's the Clarity Reset Challenge, DM me the word challenge. My one-on-one sessions, that's Breakthrough Pathway. If you prefer that, DM me one-on-one. All right. And I need y'all to remember, I've been on here a whole hour. I feel dizzy. Not really. I need y'all to remember, I said it at the beginning, time does not heal. Time alone without being intentional, that is not going to heal your wound, okay? The truth is, if you keep living in trauma, you're going to continue to stay bound. You need to reset, you need to heal, and you can start it today. For those that are just getting on, go back. The replay is on my YT channel. And if you are someone who has a story regarding church hurt, spiritual homicide, anything like that, and you want to share it, I'm going to go live. That is the plan, to go live on Big O tonight and open a panel so people can get this stuff out. It's going to be a safe space. Y'all don't have to worry about your pastor or the people from church coming in and bullying you. Not on my panel, I promise you. And baby, I've seen Big O. I've been scrolling on Big O. I'm new to Big O, but I know y'all about that life, so I can be a little more on Big O. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. If you know you want to share your story, find me on Big O. My name over there is Healing Sweet. Can I say? Let me exit out TikTok before I get blocked. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the likes on TikTok. Let me exit out because see, they love Banana and me, and I'm just talking. All right, YouTube. Okay, Bree, that's why I was trying to go fast because I'm like, I know people are at work watching me. I know people are at work. It's okay. But if you have a story you want to share on Big O, I know Quanda is going to be fire. Make sure you all join, okay? I'm trying to figure out. I don't know what time I'm going to go live yet. I don't know what's the best time. I woke up in the middle of the night and checked Big O. And when I tell you people, y'all be on there cutting up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to just go live tonight and let it rip. How about that? All right. So, YouTube, thank you for staying with me. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for hitting the like button. It looks like I need to start coming on earlier instead of doing what the channel analytics say because, yeah, I don't know. But love y'all. If you have any questions about do you all have any questions about the challenge that starts on Monday or any other product I have? Do you have any questions? They watch and don't comment. Talking about on Big O, yes. Well, I don't know if that's normal, but maybe it could be like that because I'm new and they're trying to feel me out. But it seems like on Big O, they'll watch, they won't comment. Sometimes they'll send gifts, but I haven't been getting a lot of comments. But they could just be trying to feel me out. Okay, I don't see any questions.